Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Crazy Train Podcast. Ooh. So, for today's guest, she is from a very far and exotic place for some of us. She's from Italy, and everyone knows I love Europe. Between living there and just going there, the people, the culture, it's amazing. So, my next guest I had to have on here because she has a lot of good recipes. Well, that too, I'm sure. But most of all, she's gorgeous and is a very good entrepreneur because she has quite the amazing website with a bunch of different parodies and talent. So there's something for you up there, I'm sure. Oh, and also we agree on something very important to me. We both agree that Amber Heard is a very good example of toxic femininity. Let's welcome the owner and producer of StepHouseXXX.com, the one and only Miss Gorgeous, Valentina Bellucci. I just have to ask you this. The Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, which performer played Amber Heard?
Gia, oh my.
And who played Johnny Depp?
We didn't have Johnny because we actually my husband Matvinsky played Amber's stepbrother because Amber was broke, so she had no place to go. So the only person that could potentially help her, because her parents didn't want to have anything to do with her. So stepbrother was the only person left in this world who could help her, but under one condition, she would need to fuck him. So that was the storyline, basically.
I love it. And what's the name of that one? I have to, this is great.
And I was actually, I showed up for like 2 minutes at the very end. So we're not exactly sure if there's going to be a part 2, but I was actually playing the lawyer, the Latina girl, the great lawyer. So we will see. Maybe there's going to be something,
Well, what's the parody with that one?
Say it again.
What's the name of that specific movie?
This one, this one is actually, hold on 1 second. Let me talk, because we have like so many.
I can imagine. Parodies are always great. I haven't seen them for like a while.
This one is just hold on. I think we called it a first party of that it's called like Blonde Celebrity fucks his sister brother for money, and then it's a party, and yeah, it's called something like this. I don't exactly remember, because I haven't been like taking care of like post-production stuff, but you can easily find it on Step House, and there is also on Step House website, and there is also a free trial on Pornhub and Xvideos. So you would be able to kind of like grab the concept. If you want to take a look, you can see it there.
I just don't like her very much. So yeah, I do.
Me neither.
I know, it's like a good example of what toxic femininity is. Like Amber Heard is toxic femininity to a lot of us.
Sure.
And it makes a lot of us look really bad.
Yeah.
What she did, like here you are, you're like setting up your own business. You have your own stuff going on. And it's just that simple. Like no matter how much you fall in your ass, you could always get up and do something, no matter what it is. Except for like rob a bank or something. So is there a parody that you want to do that you've not done yet?
You know what? Sure there are. There are many, but sometimes it just comes to my mind just like this, it happened 2 days ago when I've been working with on set with some cool people, and we did a party of Top Gun. I'm like, okay, let's do this, because you look like an army guy, let's do it. I mean, this one was a pilot actually, but this comes randomly. You look at the male talent or the female talent, and you're like, okay, let's do this. So sometimes it just comes just like this. But I also have some things in mind, but I'm not gonna share it. I might do like some other parodies based on the resemblance to certain people, actors' resemblance. So we will see. I will definitely share that when time comes.
Yeah,
I don't want anyone to steal the idea either, So I'm kind of like still trying to keep it as a secret, let's say.
I'm excited. No, it sounds cool, because I mean they had parodies way back when, but they called it like the Howard Sperm show instead of the Howard Stern show. So it was a ripoff
Yeah.
on Howard Stern, which was really funny, by the way, from what I heard. But so what do you think is taboo nowadays that you guys shoot on Step House?
Uh, so there'll be like all the we should have like a lot of scenes that that include stepmom and stepson, like relationship, let's say, because those are pretty good, and I feel that, I don't know, fans, they just love something about it. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's what they fantasize about, right? Or the stepdaughter and stepdad, or stepbrother and stepsister. So all the like a family, connections. There is something like interesting about it. So I mean, we're having a lot of fun showing this, but we definitely also do it because that's what the fans are asking for, so I feel like we just want to give them what they want.
Yeah, that's interesting. Do they send a lot of custom requests in at all?
Yep, yep.
What's the craziest one? I know you said you had a bunch of challenges. What do you think, like today, this morning, what is the craziest thing you've had, I guess, since over the weekend or maybe last week show up?
um you know Let me think about that. I recently like shot a custom with a girl. Actually, the custom guy, he didn't really want us to use the strap on, but he just wanted us to like pretend that we're having sex. So he wanted to like hear the clapping sound, So she's been fucking me just like this, and I had to be like I think she gave me like a pill or something before, so I was like a little, like drowsy and stuff. So this was just so much fun. Yeah, we've been laughing, but we couldn't, obviously, because we wanted to look real, but that was pretty challenging. Yeah. This one was like one of the most interesting custom requests that I shot recently.
Yeah, that's like, I don't know how you girls have the time for that at all. Cause I would get just really, some people know this story. When Hustler first came out with the webcam thing, I was
Yeah.
the guinea pig. It
Mm-hmm.
lasted like 10 or 15 minutes because I was cursing people off. I didn't want to deal with it. So I
Yeah.
just like zipped out of it and I went out to have steak at a strip house at a strip club down the street. So
Mm-hmm.
that was my whole experience with it. But that's it's a whole new world out there and people are adapting to it slowly but surely. And
Yeah.
the other thing I did have God, just this, with there's so many things people are trying to do that they're trying to go one up on each other. Like this is more extreme, that's more outrageous, this is more taboo.
Yeah.
Where do you think this business is going? Because I just feel like everyone's they're not, I don't know where it is now. Like I know like when I left, people are doing these crazy like gangbangs and rape scenes. Where do you
Yeah.
think it's at now with extreme stuff?
I think I have the answer for you, because I've been thinking about it a lot, actually, and I will tell you this. They've tried a lot. I mean, the performers, they gave fans almost like everything, and I don't do anything like I would say too rough, too painful, or something that some people would consider disgusting. Again, I don't want to judge because I'm not in a position to judge, but of course there are some things which I don't like. Simply, that's it. But I do like very vanilla porn, so I want it to look classy, elegant, and I want my fans to see kind of the stuff that, for example, Tara Patrick used to film, So basically, like a very, very like classy and elegant way of presenting, like the bodies or the sex, right? So I feel like since they've been given everything, double penetration, triple penetration, pissing, pooping, Jesus, you name it, right? All the craziest gangbangs, right? I would just say that probably, especially that I've been talking to lots of people from the industry and also to my fans, and trust me, majority of them, they want normality. I mean, normal is different for every people. The perception of normal is different, of course, but they just want the old times to go back, basically, to be back, right? So my goal is to present to do the scenes like 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 the old, like in the older times, like 20 years from 20 years ago or things like that, right? So I think that this is like maybe semi amateur stuff is something that people would want to watch, right? Because like all the bigger studios, they've been like serving them like, of course, the professional productions, but is it what people are really looking for? I feel like sometimes they really want like to watch amateur stuff, right? The stuff that they've been watching like in the past, because that's what they're lacking right now, and I think that's the niche right now, and I think that's something that I would like to shoot for sure,
Yeah. Sort of like the girl next door or just
yeah.
regular people doing these things in their whatever, in their home or in a car, perhaps.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and presented in a tasteful way, yeah, elegant, tasteful, and classy way with a lot of dialogues and humor. That's my goal when creating porn, I think.
Kind of like goes back to, I guess, maybe like the 80s sort of or
I think so,
70s
like the
style.
80s.
Yeah.
Like I told you, the first porn I watched was and then I watched porn with Tara Patrick. And she no longer does porn, but she is someone that I really still look up to. I even talked to her on Twitter, so that was really cool because I asked her a question about something related to like person, like just like girl to girl, not related to the industry even. And yeah, she recommended me a great book, which I bought, and that was so sweet of her, that she really like, bothered to answer, my question. So that was sweet.
She's really nice. She's super smart as well.
Yeah.
I saw her the last time she was in the States. We had dinner, but she's amazing. She's
Yeah.
a good person to
She's
know. Yeah.
awesome. She's also awesome. That's nice that you also get to know her.
Yeah, I only speak to smart people.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
or at least some people that seem smart, but she's one of them that actually is smart. So are
Yeah.
you. But that's good. I mean, because I just, it's sometimes I think things go like really high up and they go crazy and extreme, and people just, it either gets to the point where you just get really turned off and you could tell people are getting really disgusted by it. Then you just go back down to like normal things.
Yeah.
And maybe in about 20 years from now, people might be snuffing each other out or something. I don't know. I think snuff movies, I don't think it's an urban legend. I think that they're out
Mhm.
there, and it's really sad that people do that. It's just
Mhm.
really gross. Or maybe I've just watched too many horror films of my own. Uh,
Um, Question: have you watched virtual excuse me, virtual reality porn? Like that's what I shot lately. They have like special like equipment for it, and like we should porn like in a very like a unique special way. That was pretty challenging and interesting to shoot this type of porn, but maybe this is gonna be the future too. I don't. I mean, because you're like wearing those like the glasses, right? Like you're like like you're playing the VR, right? I don't have this at home, but I know a lot of people do it. They exercise to it, right? And also that's the way they watch porn, I guess, right? I
so
didn't do the
wait,
research.
do you do the? Oh no, I'm sorry. So do you do the porn wearing it, or do people just
No,
watch? Okay.
the people
Mhm.
they make it like in a very very special way. It's hard to explain, but the guy is not visible, so it's kind of like a POV, and like like for example, I'm having sex like here, and the whole like device is right there, so I'm talking to this device, and then when the person is like watching porn, he sees me like with like through his eyes, he's wearing this, and I guess that's I don't know how it works for like it's really hard for me to explain, but it feels like he's been like fucking me at the moment at the real time, so it's even like it's level up from POV, because POV was meant to like the guy feels like he is fucking the girl because the guy is not visible, only the dick. But this is like a completely different level. The VR is gonna be for sure a future of porn.
I hope you're the first to do it, because I mean, this is a really very interesting thing you brought up, because
Ah,
in 1991 or 92,
mm-hmm.
while I was still living in Manhattan, I was in college at the time,
Yeah.
and I I was working at a strip club, but I was also taking small modeling jobs. But there was a man that had this whole concept that he used me for. He paid me like $500, and back then, to work for like an hour or two, that was fine. But he had the VR thing, but
Yeah.
there was no penetration or anything. You just had to pretend that this or
Right.
this was happening, and they shot it. So I don't know whatever happened to it. I know that they shot a few different models for those. This is in 91, 92. So who
Yeah.
knows if the thing is, maybe the guy's dead now. I have no idea, but someone did try something back then.
Mhm.
I don't think it was very successful. So
Mhm.
knowing that it was popular then and knowing what you know today, maybe you're the next, maybe
Yeah.
you'll be the person to do it. And I hope you are. So, like I said,
Yeah, I mean, one thing I can tell you is that I wouldn't like to shoot things like that because it's just no, too much of an effort. I don't want to I don't have time to deal with that. I don't want to buy super expensive equipment either. I would just rather shoot like normal stuff. In my perception, normal, but as long as I'm happy with what I'm doing and my fans are happy, it's all good, right? There is
yeah,
a niche for everyone. Whatever we want to show, whatever it's in our mind, we want to feel comfortable with right?
yeah, of course. I mean, it sounds like it probably is super expensive, but who knows? Maybe you'll be the first person that gets it
Over.
on your platform. You never know, because there are a
Yeah.
lot of brilliant ideas out there that just flow. And do people put content on your platform as well, or is it just all your stuff you shoot?
Oh, it's the stuff I shoot. Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
that's good.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, great. Well, I'm going to check out the Amber Heard thing. Like, I have to do this now. I really do. I
Yes.
know I was talking about it. And she's
I'm
like,
gonna
can't
send
keep
you the
doing.
link.
Huh? Yeah,
I
no,
will send
people
you
were
the link.
talking about her like she's some kind of a hero. I'm like, she's not a freaking hero.
No.
I love Johnny Depp. I think his ex-wife is beautiful, Vanessa Paradis, and I
Yes.
love talented people. She's like super talented, and her kids. So I have to, yeah, of course I'm on the side.
And look,
But
like all the women, like from his surroundings,
mhm.
they excuse me, they stood like by him, right? No one has like any evidence. And Kate Moss at the very end of the trial, she confirmed that too. I mean, Jesus Christ, just one person who sounds like a psycho. I mean, she's an actress, fine, but you can like she's not like the best actress, I would say, because you could clearly like read her face. This is this is just it's just insane how she abuses, like how to explain. um it's just like us as a woman, usually I would probably like fully support a woman, but I'm not like this. If I clearly see that someone is a liar, even though I'm a woman, I don't really care. I'm gonna stand by the truth, and John is clearly I mean, I was in a mattress. I don't know what they've been doing. They were both like full of shit. Sometimes when you're on drugs, you do things that you're not necessarily proud of, but they didn't have nothing for Johnny, but they did like find like a lot of like shit for her, so that's just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's interesting because my friend lived in the apartment. He could see through their window in downtown
Mhm.
LA. So he
Yeah.
was there looking, all the stuff was going on. It was crazy. So if
Yeah.
fans want to reach out to you and request stuff, what are
Mhm.
your handles? Because I know you have a few things.
Yeah, they can always reach out to me on Twitter or just directly to my email. I try to be as responsive as possible, but usual Twitter I use for like contact with producers and people from industry. But I would say OnlyFans, I would advise all my fans to subscribe to my OnlyFans if they want to talk to me about like anything. And of course, for all professional like inquiries, I would send people to email. I'm pretty responsive, so they can definitely count on me.
And the website?
That'll be my OnlyFans right now, and the website is Step House XXX. So that's where what
I'm
I
gonna
focus
post.
on mainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna post links to it also at the end of this. So everything should be up and
Mm-hmm.
going, of course.
I can also send you the link to, it's gonna be Miss Valentina XXX.com. That would send you to all my links, so wherever fans want to go, whether it's OnlyFans, Twitter, my email, that's the platform when I have like all my links. So maybe I can send you that as well.
Absolutely. I love it.
Yeah.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
thank you so much for joining me. And do you have any last messages for your fans or people watching or listening?
I would say that I'm very humble, and I really like appreciate all the love and support, and that's what's giving me all the energy and power to create more stuff and whatever you guys want to share with me. I love talking to my fans, and I'll be more than happy to answer all your questions and to fulfill all your fantasies. So share anything you want with me. I would be more than happy to read it.
Muito grazie, Bella. Ciao.
Grazie, ciao ciao.
I hope you're enjoying the ride on Crazy Train with Jasmine St. Clair podcast. So if you are, do me a huge favor. Woo! Please go ahead. Go on to Apple Podcast or Spotify or whatever, but Apple's great. Give me a nice rating and review. Send me a screenshot, and I promise you, I will send you a special goodie bag. So please rate and review Crazy Train with Jasmine St. Clair podcast. And in exchange for that, once I see the DM with the review and your name and address, I will get those gift bags out to you. I'm not going to tell you what's in it.